Today I'm going to be reviewing this Luojibie, I believe is the brand, and this is going to be like a bug zapper that was recently sent to me by the brand. So let me go and open this up, show you everything you're going to get inside, and then I'll also go ahead and test it out here once it gets dark. Pull it out of the box here. And this is what it's going to look like inside. So you're going to have a little spot on top where you can carry it. And then it is going to have an on-off switch that's going to be right here. So you don't have to leave it on even if you are plugged in. So that's going to be a cool little feature. This is going to be like a plastic on the outside. Same thing, plastic here on the bottom, plastic here on the top. So it's not going to be all made of metal. So that is probably going to be a downside. You can put like an attractant down here if you want as well. That looks like that's going to just screw in and out. Yep, so it just screws right into place. Most of the time is if you're doing this outside, you're not really going to need an attractant for it. The light itself, once it gets dark, will attract the bugs. So let me go ahead and wait until it gets dark and then head outside. So this is what it's going to look like at night. And as you can see, I just kind of have it sitting on the ground. I'll see if I'm able to zap any bugs. There are some that it's kind of drawn in here. It does have that light on the bottom, so that'll give you some additional light, like if you're on a porch or something like that, if you've got it hanging up. And I already see a few bugs kind of flying around here. So I'm going to guess they're going to go in there and get zapped any minute. But then, of course, it has the zapper part right inside. Now, when they do go into it, they're going to make kind of a zapping sound. So you can see they're getting in close to it. So let's give it a minute here and see if we get something. So it only took a few seconds to get the first one here. And then the issue that I'm seeing with this is actually the white light is attracting them. And since it's sitting on the ground, they're just kind of sitting on the ground around it rather than flying into the bug zapper. Definitely have had a few fly into it and kind of get zapped by it. But I'm not sure why it's got that white light on the bottom, or if, that's just kind of draw them in from a further distance, and then they also get drawn into that LED. I wouldn't recommend probably putting this on the ground like I have it here. You're probably going to want to hang it up on a little pole or something like that. But it definitely is attracting the bugs. They're definitely flying around it, and then they're getting zapped, one at a time as they get in close. So one of them is actually, probably a bigger one, is actually on it right now, because I can see a little bit of smoke on it. There, they're getting kind of drawn in, and then I'm getting on the little bars and getting zapped. So there's a little bit of smoke coming off of there already from one of them. So the only other thing I would say is this is only going to be able to handle smaller bugs just because of the distance between these rails. So it's just something to keep in mind. It's not going to work with gigantic ones, so if you have some really big bugs, it's not going to handle that. But you can kind of see some of these bugs that are flapping around it there, trying to get in, and they'll probably get in and zapped here in just a second, I'm going to guess. So there's multiple of them that are like crawling towards it and getting near it and that sort of a thing. So once they get inside of there, then they're going to get zapped.